Okay, hello and welcome to Make It Plain with Tracy. Map it, map it with Tracy. It's a great new week, a fresh new start, and here it's before you an opportunity to, of course, get something right, do something better than last week. So, welcome once again, and my name is Tracy Dapper, your host. Map it with Tracy. Interestingly, I would like to wish all women, girls, mothers, ladies out there a happy International Women's Day. Last week was loaded with lots of hustling and bustling about women and their activities, and yesterday also was Modern Sunday. So happy Women's Day, happy Modern Sunday, and to all the men, of course, that support the women, congratulations to you too. So today I'd like to present this question to you. If you have to choose between being effective and being efficient, which would you go for? Last week we talked about discipline and how being disciplined helps you form habits, good habits or bad habits, but of course you will choose good habits. And when you form those good habits, then you can now begin to record effectiveness in your life. And we referenced an author, American author, businessman, speaker named Stephen Covey, who has a book, his best-selling book titled Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. So today I want to share from his book, Seven Habits, but I'm going to talk about the top two habits of being effective, not efficient, but effective. All right, so habit number one, it talks about being proactive, not reactive. Be proactive, not reactive. For what the definition of proactiveness is, I'm sure you know is about preempting, but I'll present this scenario to you. Imagine yourself in the sitting room. There's a side stool by your side with a glass and a baby who is just crawling and crawling everywhere around. So proactiveness means that you preempt and try to take away that scenario situation that could possibly cause harm. Okay, so that's about being proactive. You take those steps to prevent the problem from happening. But someone else who is reactive would do nothing, not necessarily pay attention to what's going on, and then pop, the child bumps into the stool, the glass falls down, gets broken, and there is a problem. And then you begin to say, oh, this child, begin to complain and complain. So a reactive person will just complain and start running around after the issue has occurred. So what does Stephen Covey rather say about being proactive and reactive? He says highly effective people are proactive, not reactive. So proactiveness in this context means, what you can control, then do it. Be proactive enough to control the situation to prevent the child from smashing the glass in an accident because you can control that. But can you control that the child truly shouldn't go around and be a child creeping and being everywhere? That's tough. So realistically, you can't control that. So be a proactive person, not a reactive person. Secondly, he mentioned that the habit of highly effective people, another habit, the second habit, is having the end in mind. Okay, so when you start your journey into something, when you begin to think about something, ask yourself first of all, what is it that matters to you? That's the first question. So, for example, you say, what matters to me is family, relationships, my business, my health, my lifestyle, and you say that's what's important to you. Great. So that's the end, the objective. But ask yourself the question, what are you currently doing? What are you currently doing? Not even towards that, but what is your current activities? What are your current activities pointing to? So you check yourself, you're always on Facebook, always on social media, always pressing your phone, always watching TV or movies on Netflix, always maybe mopping, washing, busy, doing many other things. And if you check, those things don't seem to fall in line with the kind of activities that you should do that actually propels you towards what's that end is you have in mind. Sounds a bit complex, but it's very simple. So your words should match your action. I care about my health. I care about my life, my family, my relationships. But are your activities, you know, tending towards those things you care about? So when he says have the end in mind, is that if you picture those objectives that you hope to achieve in the long run, it tends to make you walk towards them. So those two habits from Stephen Covey, I'll leave with you today. Ponder on them, think on them, reflect on them, put into action, and the remaining five habits we'll discuss as we go along and in the coming week. So thank you for staying with me. Of course, share your feedback. Let's hear from you. What do you think about being disciplined, which helps you form habits? And now we're beginning to share from Stephen Covey's book, best-selling book titled Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. So catch you again, and I love you. Tracy Dapper, your host. Map it, map it, map it with Tracy. Thank you.